Maybe I can use it to scare away flies. I don't know. Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video, which is going to be another Best of Beauty from Trash to Treasure, where I go over all the products that I have tried in the month of June that I have formed an opinion on, and I'm going to put them in a tier style system. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 46 from the Netherlands, has the accent, and I love to play with makeup. Yes, I love to play with makeup, I love to talk about makeup. I'm also slightly orcish, in case that is interesting, and that means I'm an olive. And if you are one too, if you love makeup as well, and if you love other things that are going to happen on my channel, so just other chatty things, maybe some vlogs, talking about autism, because I am also on the spectrum. If that sounds of interest to you, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, become part of my nestlings, because we are having a blast here on the internet. Yes, also, as I'm filming this today, I just hit 10k. So you made Nikki go to 10k so she could do a giveaway. There will be a giveaway coming. I won't mention the details in this video because otherwise it will probably be way too long. But a video with that is coming, or maybe already online. If it is online, I will link it. Otherwise it's coming. But suffice it to say, I'm planning 2 giveaways and it's very exciting. Yes. So let me quickly go over the tiers. The first one is, oh hell no. Then the next tier is going to be meh. Then we will have
the Twilight Zone.
Then
Amazeballs.
And then, to be extra, you have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. I will explain a little bit what the tiers are when we are in said tier. And let's just start with the first tier, which is going to be the oh hell no tier. I don't think that I really need to explain that tier, right? The products that are in here are no. They did not work for me at all. And honestly, I think that usually the products that I put in this tier just run away screaming, because it's just no. So let's start with the product that I have here, and it's one. And unfortunately, it's not really the product, it's the component that it's in. It's from Catrice. It's their Ultra Last 2 fixing spray. This is new and I really wanted to try it. I'm not really able to try it though, because are you ready? When I spray it on my arm, can you see that my arm is wet? So it's nice as a refresher. But because the sprayer is so very aggressive, I cannot try it out. I also cannot screw it open so I can, you know, put it in another sprayer bottle. So this is just oh hell no, because this particular product is very much a waste of money. Maybe I need to, I don't know. Maybe I can use it to scare away flies. I don't know, but for me, so maybe I just need to kind of try in the store just one spray to see how aggressive it is, because honest to God, it can almost kill a bitch. Yes, so no. If you have tried this one because you had a better sprayer than this one, let me know how it is. Let's go to the second product that I have in the oh hell no, and I actually just put it in here because, well, I kind of like the product in and of itself. It's just that I realize when I am honest with myself, I cannot with the smell. So it's from I Heart Revolution. It's one of their lip oils, and this is in the tropical. So it looks very pretty, right? It looks very pretty. It looks like watermelon, and I was like,
ooh, tropical.
Yeah, but then when I smelled it, I was like, it almost reminds me of puke. So if you're sensitive to stuff like that, maybe you need to kind of, you know, don't listen right now, because it reminds me of, you know, when you have, I don't know, too many sweet alcohol mixes, and then you kind of, you know, puke it out, and then that kind of sweet but also kind of weird acidic smell. That's what this smells like for me. Maybe not for you, but it does for me. So I'm like, I can smell the sweet, but then I get basically that kick of that artificial, I don't know why I keep on smelling it, that artificial sourness that I'm like, I love the combination sweet and sour, but not in this. It does dissipate, but it's that initial kick that I'm like, and it tastes a hint bitter on my lips. So that is why I demoted it from the matte to actually the oh hell no, because if I'm being truthful to myself, I'm never going to use this because I just cannot with the smell. I don't know if everyone has that. So if you have this one, let me know how you think it smells. But for me, it reminds me of drinking too much and then basically being sick the day after. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So no. No. The next category is going to be the meh. And in meh are products that are meh. They work. They work as a product, but not necessarily for me, or they're meh. A lash glue, for instance, can be in the meh because it's just a meh product. It's nice if it functions, so that's good, but it's not exciting. That can also be a meh, right? I have one product and it's meh. It kind of functions, but it's not really what I go for. It's from a brand that I do really like though, and it's from Pink Honey, and it's their Wonder Whip eyebrow pencil. Now I love from Pink Honey their Super Hot Brow Glue Gem Honey pot thingamajiggy that keeps my brows in place all day. So I really love that product, but this, it shows up. But I have to warm it up first, and there you go. You kind of lost me, because if I have to warm up my eyebrow pencil every time I use it, it means that it's a formula that I find too stiff, and I don't really go for that. I go for a product that is a little bit more soft than this. I think that if you're very pale or you love a very light brow color, then you will like it. I did put it in my brow today. Let me see if I can kind of... I did put it in today and it gives me a hint of a shadow, but it's not really how I like to do my brows, if that makes any sense. So that's why it's in the meh. Because at the end of the day, for me, it's a product that I will grab if I don't have anything else anymore. But it's not a product that I would repurchase or say, let me use this one for an entire week. No, that's why it's meh. But it functions. So again, that's why it's meh. Then I'm going to go to the next category, which is the
Twilight Zone.
And in the Twilight Zone are products that are good products, but they, for me, they're not really products that I will probably reach for often, or it's a color thing. And in this case, it's kind of both a little bit. Let's start with the first product that I have here, and it's actually a product that I really love, but the reason that it's here is because it's limited edition, and I'm kind of pissed off about it because I love the color, but it is limited edition, so I will probably not use it on camera. I will put it in a bag or something like that. It's from Catrice and it's their liquid lip balm, and this is in the shade Caviar Gauche, I believe. I really love this shade. I think the shade is so cool. It's so pretty. I love it a lot. It gives me a nice hint of an orangey. As you can see here, I love this color. But it's limited edition. And limited edition collections from Catrice and Essence are extremely limited edition. So that's why it's here in the Twilight Zone. Because I love the product. I shouldn't have bought it because it's limited edition. So I cannot use it. Well, I can use it on camera, but you guys cannot get it. So I won't use it on camera. I will just use it in my own time. That's why it's here. The next product that is here, it's a color thing again, and it's a gloss. I love this brand. I love the gloss in and of itself as well, but this particular color, it's too frosty for what I personally go for. This was sent to me in PR though, and it's from Nomad. It's from their newest collection, and it is the gloss in the shade. I have no freaking idea because the letters are too tiny. That should be a shade name. Honestly, I don't know. And I don't know where I put the boxes. I know it's not shade Lavande because that's the darker purple. I don't know. I think this is Fête de Provence. Fête de la Provence. I think, but I'm not sure. But this, I love the way it looks. But when I put it on my lips, it's very frosty. And it's just not what I go for. And that's probably because I'm a warmer olive, and this just looks silver on me, and it's just not, I don't find it flattering on me. I do love the gloss, and yeah, with the right makeup look, it could probably work, but that's why it's here, because it's purely a color thing. This is just not a color that is something that I go for. However, if you are a cool toned, or you just love that frostiness, then maybe you will love this. And again, with, I don't know, a purpley frosted look like I have today, but then with purples, then it is fun. But it's just, as I said, not something that I go for, because on me, it's just too icy. And I don't go for that, personally. But I love the formula. So I have another gloss here in the Twilight Zone, which is, as with the previous one, it's the color thing, because I really do love the formula. And it is another gloss from Nomad, and it's the purple one in shade Lavande. This is very opaque, and I can make it work. It looks pretty on me, but I know myself, and I know that this is not a shade that I will reach for often. Right now, at least. But I really do love the formula. And this color is very, very nice and opaque. So let me show you here. This is the swatch. And it looks pretty. It's just not something that I will use often. And that is why it is here. Yes. Yes. I think I'm going to go to the next category now. Which is, well, let's go first to a product that's kind of on the border. So I do really like this product a lot. I have used it today. I'm using it quite often, but there are other products that I love more. And it's an eyeshadow base. It's the eyeshadow base from Too Faced. It's a Shadow Insurance. Now, first off, I love the component. I think the component looks very, very pretty, very sleek. I really like the base as well. What I love most about this is that it does not really have a base color. So on me, it doesn't warp. It keeps my shadows looking like they would look on an olive complexion, without the warping that a lot of eye bases give me. So honestly, if this had been in the Natasha Denona formula, but with this coloring, it would have been my all-time favorite, because the Natasha Denona eye base I love with a passion. And this one, it's a little bit more waxy almost. And for me, it lacks kind of a certain grip sometimes. So while I do really like it, it's not, and I am using it and I do really like to use it, it's not as much of a favorite as the Natasha Denona one is. So that is why it's actually on the border between the Twilight Zone and the Amazeballs. The Natasha Denona one, it just gives me more grip, but it also gives me blendability. It is a little bit thinner than this one, and the formula is just different. The Natasha Denona formula, compared to this one, it's almost a little bit more wet instead of waxy, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. It's a texture thing. So while the Natasha Denona one feels thinner, this feels a little bit more waxy when I do this. Maybe that's helpful, but I really like the fact that it does not have a base shade. It evens everything out without coloring. And unfortunately, the Natasha Denona, almost all the eye bases that I have a base shade. Because I'm an olive, it warps them. Actually, the one from Juvia's Place in Light warps the least. But I also, I love the color more than the formulation, if that makes, I don't know if this makes sense. I don't know if it's helpful, but it's the way that I feel. And I don't really know how to otherwise explain it. So there's that. Now we're going to go to the next category, which is the
Amazeballs
category. It's my favorites. It's my favorites of the month. Let's start with some blushes. Let's start with the watermelon blushes from I Heart Revolution. I have two shades. I have the shade Flushed, which is the darker one, and I have the shade Juicy. I really like these a lot. So basically this I think it's actually clear, but the coloring of this is very much the coloring of the product. And out of the two, I actually like this color a little bit more right now, because it just feels a little bit more summery. The shade, what did I say again? Flushed. It gives you the flushed effect. This one is kind of more of a pink, but still very, very pretty. Works well on me. The formula is a little bit, it has substance. So it's not as liquidy as the ones that I have from MUA, for instance. So it has a little bit more substance, and you don't need a lot. Usually I just put a little dot on the back of my hand and then pick it up with a brush, so I can, I don't know, feel better, control it a little bit better. The formula makes my brush a little bit more wet though than some other things I have. So I just want to make sure that I basically go over my hand a little bit more dry out the brush a bit and then stipple it on my face. But I really like these. They stay on all day. They smell very nice. These smell very nice. I think they have 4 colors, and I would not mind picking up more of these because I really do like these. So next I'm going to go to the last blush actually that I have today, which is from X Revolution, and it's one of their Wallflower Cream blushes. This is in the shade Folklore. The component, it's a plastic component. These are real flowers though, that they have basically, it's inside the acrylic. I kind of need to turn it sideways a little bit because unfortunately the camera doesn't pick up the vibrancy. Now it is not neon, but it is more vibrant. Maybe this helps, not really. It makes it a bit more peach. It's more orange than peach though. I think it's a very pretty color. I love the formula as well. When you feel it, it feels almost like a powder, but it's not. It's a cream to powder. And I think that the blush is very pretty. I really like this one. So it is here because I really like this blush. Yes. Next I'm going to go to lipsticks. Yes, and these are from Juvia's Place. These are from the Nubian Earth collection. And I have 2 shades here. I have the shade Nile, which is a very stunning brownie color. I love this color a lot. Makes it a little bit more orange almost on camera, it looks like. Maybe I need to check my color balance. But let me swatch it as well. I think this is a very pretty color. And the other color that I have is the shade Nubian Sand, which is more of a nude, but it's not a pinky nude, for which I am very grateful. So it's almost more of a peachy nude. I love the formula as well. I feel that these are not as matte as their other ones, their previous line. Maybe they're more for satin, but I really like this. And I love the component. I love the colors. I can already see that on me this turns a little bit more orange. Can you see that? So if you're not olive, it will probably stay a little bit more. Where is it? Maybe you can see the difference. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain this color, but for me it just turns a little bit more of a peach, and I really do like it. And I love the formula as well. Okay. They're emptying the garbage cans outside and my window is open, so I will talk a little bit louder. Next, let's go next to another gloss from Nomad, which is this one in the, I don't know, the hot pink. I really love the fact that I have a hot pink shade right now. And the color is very pretty. When I go for a hot pink lip, this is the color that I go for. So I really do like it. And I love it then in a shimmer. I love the formula. There's a bee on it. And this is one that I will reach for quite a bit in summer, probably. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to go to are brushes. And these are 2 brushes from Unearthly Cosmetics from the new set. You have seen me use these brushes a crap ton. The eye brushes especially. I pulled out the 2 brushes that I use the least. So the bigger one, it's the face brush UC81. I do try to use this sometimes, but it's for what I go for a little bit too big. That's what she said. Yes, but it's a very nice brush. It's kind of a triangle brush. And you can use it for creams, for powders, whatever you want. And then the other one that I grabbed is the UC811, which is the small eyeliner brush. I have used this, I've tried it and it works fine. But if I use an eyeliner brush, I use a brush that has a kind of a hook in it. That's a brush that I prefer. So that's why they are here. As brushes go, I love them. I love this new set so much. It's nice and soft. It doesn't drag on me. And I would recommend all the brushes. It's just that these 2 out of the set are my least favorite. So that's why they're here. The next product, which is then the last product. Well, Amazeballs was my favorite. I am extra like that. I want to have a favorites of the favorites. So in the you have to pry it out of my cold dead hands are products that I either have already repurchased a few times over and forgot to mention that in previous videos. These are just the ones that you will see at the end of the year in my best of beauty of the year of 2022. These will be there. Yes, let's start with, what shall we start with? Shall we start with hair care? Sure, because I'm going to mention this one. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's actually tones for blondes, and this is the Sweet Peach. I have it in my hair today because today I bleached my hair and I toned my hair again. It's one of those cream colorings that you put in your hair like a hair mask and all that. You can do it on dry hair for more intensity, on wet hair for less intensity. You can use it basically as a hair mask to just lightly tone your hair, to put a color in. It's just such a nice product, and then especially the peach. Because I'm an olive, I also tried the pink one from this. And that one works as well, but it is a little bit too cool. It kind of makes me look a little bit green. So while I still have kind of pink hair right now, because it's peach and thus a little bit more on the warmer side, it just flows a little bit better. But this is the second bottle that I have. I did not finish the first one yet. It's the second bottle. I really, really love this. It has a nice scent, but it's not very scented, but it doesn't stink. It smells a little bit sweet. The only thing that I want to complain, I store them upside down because the product is a little bit thicker, like a hair mask. It's a little bit that kind of consistency, and you have to basically squeeze the bottle very well to get some out. So this is what I use to tone my hair in the color that I have it right now. So I use it a crap ton, and I am going to keep on repurchasing this, especially if I want to have my hair peach. This is the bestest. Yes. Okay, then let's go to skincare, because I can. The skincare that I'm going to mention first, it's actually a face oil. Now, I have no idea what this face oil should do. What should this do? Shine Bright Carrot Face Oil. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Nourishing formula with carrot. Okay, so it's basically the carrot oil from Catrice. Carrot, I don't know. What I know of carrots is that if you have a tan and you eat carrots, you can prolong your tan. Because it's actually in carrot there is B-carotene, which your body transfers into vitamin A as needed. Yes. That's what I know of eating carrots. I don't know if that's the same with this, but I don't know. I saw it, I needed it, I bought it. I love it so much. This oil, it's great on the makeup. So you can use it also as a priming oil if you want to. What I actually do is I mix it in with my skincare, which I have here as well, my daytime moisturizer. This is a lightweight oil, but it's not a dry oil. So I don't really like a dry oil. I like an oil that is oily. You know, it's an oil. I want that kind of slip. That's what I like. But in summer, when I have an oil that's too heavy, it just is too heavy. You know, and I don't mind it during the day, but I don't want it during the evening, but I don't want it during the day. This is an oil. So it's not a dry oil, but it's an oil that sinks in very, very quickly, and it's very thin. And I love it, especially when I put it into my Omega Water Cream from the Inky List. Now, I love this. Oh yes, and I have no idea what this does, except give my face a little bit extra hydration, which I love without making it feel oily. I hope that helps. So let's go to this one from the Inky List. This is the Omega Water Cream. I think I need to repurchase it again. I have been using this for a few months now. It's lightweight and hydrating, I agree. Sometimes though, I find that I just want a little bit more oomph. And that's why I pulled this one in. Just one drop or maybe two, depending on how dry my face feels. This does hydrate my face, but it also sinks in quickly. And I like, personally, for it to sit a little bit longer on top of my skin. I just prefer that. So that is why I love mixing in oils in my daytime moisturizer. And my golden combination is these two. It's still light. But it still sinks in, but it does give me that nice hydrating, nourishing feeling that I want without a sticky, heavy layer during the day, if that makes sense. But yeah, and the best part is, this is glycerin based. No hyaluronic acid, for which I'm very, very grateful. Let's go next to this, which I have on my lips right now, which is the last gloss from Nomad Cosmetics. And this is in the shade Mille, and it is the rose gold one. Now the interesting thing is, if I swatch it on my hand, it's very gold. But when I put it on the lips, it's rose gold. And that's because my lips are pink-ish. and my skin is green. So you can kind of, you know, this is a gloss that makes me feel summery. It's just a gloss that I will grab for often. Honestly, I think that in the multiple looks video that I did with the palette from Nomen that I also have here, which is not in this video but will be in a separate ranking video, this is the one that I wanted to use with almost every eye look that I did, because it is for me so extremely versatile. Honest to God, if you're an olive, especially if you're a warmer toned olive, this will be stunning on you. I think it can also work if you're cool toned. Maybe if you're extreme cool, it will be too warm for you. Because yeah, as you can kind of see, it does have that gold in it. But if you love rose gold, if rose gold looks good on you, my septum piercing is also rose gold, then you will love this. It's my favorite gloss out of the entire set. That's why it's here. And this is one that I will use up. That's how much I love it. Next, I'm going to go to 2 more lippies. And these are from Christian Odette in the collaboration with Tara Lynn. I'm just going to group them together because I love them both equally. And honest to God, I knew that I would love the lipstick because of the color. The color of the lipstick is a peach. It's her perfect peach. So here is the lipstick. I used the lipstick. It's stunning. It's so, so pretty. And I love Christian Odette's formula. This, it just has a little bit of a hint of a sparkliness in it as well. I love it a lot. I thought that I would love this one the least, which is the gloss that comes in the collection. This is the shade Ray, and the lipstick is called Bare Nectar, and then the lip gloss is Ray. I thought that I would kind of use them together a little bit and that I would not really like it on its own. Well, boy, was I mistaken, because this color pink on me, I did not think that I would like it as much. And it's so, so pretty. It's my perfect pink gloss color. You can combine them and then it's very, very stunning as well. You can. I also use this on top of the collab with Mel in the shade Puffin that I have, the lipstick. And it's very, very pretty. It's nice on its own. It's a gloss that has substance, but it's not gloopy. It's sticky, which I like. But it's not overly sticky. So not when you do that you have those threads, right? Or that your lips are stuck together. I don't know. I just really love it. And it's, for me, the perfect pink color gloss. Your lips but better. This is an amazing collaboration. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I will link Tara Lynn's channel down below. Go check her out if you haven't subscribed yet. And tell her that I sent you. Yes. Let's go next to... Shall we go to this? Let's go to this. It's from Death and Candy Custom Creations and it's her Liquid Life gel base. This pot I got as a gift from my bestie Debbie. But there's a reason that I got this big pot. I love this stuff so, so much. You can use, I use it as a glitter primer, but you can also use it as a gel medium to mix in with glitters to make your own glitter gel. You can use it with pigments to make your own, you know, colored pigment gel thingamajiggy. And I use it as an eyeshadow primer, specifically a shimmer primer. I haven't used it today because I'm trying out a different one from Glam Shop. But this one, yeah. I need this in my life. Very, very much. Now, I don't know if this is the 2 ounce or the 4 ounce. Because she also has a 4 ounce. Yes. Yes, she does. I don't know which one this is. But it's huge. That's what she said. And I love it. That's also what she said. Let's next go to a foundation. And it is actually the only foundation that I really form my opinion on in the month of June. And it is from Smashbox. It's the Halo. It's here for a reason. Healthy Glow all-in-one tinted moisturizer. There's an SPF of 25, which I could care less about because I always wear a separate sunscreen. This is in the shade Light Olive. The only thing I have to bitch about is that this is not a light olive. It's olive, but it's not light olive. It's light medium olive. For me right now, it works. And I am pretty tan. For me, I am not medium yet, but I am very much light medium. Maybe a little bit more towards the medium than the light. even. I am very much in my summer color right now, and then this works perfectly. I love this product though. So much so that in winter I will mix in, I think I need to have a thin white color corrector so that I can lighten this one up, because I really love this. Tinted moisturizer, I don't really agree. Why? Because I feel that it gives me way more coverage than a tinted moisturizer would. So I just treat this as basically a light to medium coverage foundation. I wish that it came in a shade lighter. Honestly, because yeah, if you are a light olive, this one is too dark for you. Way too dark for you. But I love this so much. I'm so happy that I tried it. I love the finish of this. I love how it looks on the skin. I just really love it. And I have been using it very often. A crap ton, because it's a new metric system. Yes. The last thing that I'm going to mention, I think this is the reason that this is the last thing is I use this every time I sit down to do my makeup. I use this, and out of everything that I have, and I have quite a bit of this product, these are very much my favorite, and it is brushes. It is the other brushes from Unearthly Cosmetics. So I actually pulled in, I put in one of the face brushes as well, which is the UC8 2. This I want more of, because I love this. I love this for cream blush because it's small enough. I love this for cream blush. I love it for cream highlighter because, again, it's small enough to be a little bit more precise around my hairline. My head is not that big. This is the perfect size for me. I love it for blush. I love it for cream blush, for powder blush. Not specifically for a powder bronzer though, because I use different brushes for that, but this is a very nice brush. And I'm extremely particular, not only with my eyeshadow brushes, but also with my face brushes. I love this brush a crap ton. I got sent this whole collection, or this whole brush set in PR. I do have a discount code, it's affiliated. And I will leave down below where you can find it. But honestly, there will be some brushes that I need to have more of. So I will order a few more probably. So this is the eye brush set. With the exception of this one that I already mentioned. So these are the brushes. I do have two of the same of this. She sent me two of the number 6. Which is basically a pencil brush. And it reminds me a little bit of the E36 from Morphe. But then better. You need to do that now. So it's very amazing for detail. For inner corner. Also, it works also for cream because these are synthetic. So you can also, I don't know, use it to tap out or very target here for color correction, you know. Let's go to the bigger brush, which is the number 7 or number 9? 7, I believe. This is a blending brush. I want more of these. I want more of these blending brushes. I need more of these. Then we also have the number 4, which is a flatter one. And I will show you for reference the E27 from Sigma for reference. This is a pretty small brush in and of its own, but the one from Unearthly is smaller. It's the same type of brush, but it's smaller. Oh yeah, we also have this one, which is then just a tiny bit bigger than the previous one, but still smaller than the E27. This is the number 5, yes. There are also 2 brushes that you can use for cream, for concealer, or I use them actually for shimmer. That's these. These are the flatter ones. All the brushes are sold individually and they are also sold in a set. So it's the bigger cream and the smaller cream. And I actually think that the 2 that I'm going to mention right now are my favorite of the entire set. And it's these 2. So this one is actually an eyebrow brush. But I don't use it for my, this is so extremely thin. I don't use it for eyebrows because I don't use eyebrow powder. I use it to line my eyes. So I use it to do an eyeshadow eyeliner. That's why I use this. And also detailed darkening up here on the lower lash line to basically extend here a little bit. That's why I use this. I freaking love this brush. I have never found a brush that's as thin as this one. So if you use brow powder or brow pomade, that's definitely a brush to check out. And it is the number 10. The number 10. And then this one, this is the brush. Oh, I love this brush so much. This is the number 3. I think so. I think I need more of these. This is a slanted brush, but it's also very thin slanted brush. So a lot of the time, if you have slanted brushes, they are way wider. This one is thin and it's very, very soft. How do I use this? I basically extend my lid up. So this is the brush that I use to darken up my outer corner. So I stamp it there, then I turn it like that, and then I have the perfect shape for my eye shape. And it's soft enough that I can also kind of basically set it here and then pull it in to very nicely frame my my eyeball. I love the brush so much. Out of the brushes that I have, and I have quite a few brushes, these have extremely quickly become the brushes that I use. So much so that I forget these, the E27 from Sigma, and that I also almost forget my brushes from Nabla. So that is saying something. So if you are looking for a brush set that's, especially if you're in the USA, if you're looking for a brush set that's small for detailed work, that's definitely the set that I would recommend. Yes, very, very much so. Honestly, it's just that good. That was the best of beauty of the month of June, and yeah, I will leave my playlist of these videos on my end screen for you to check out, and that is it. Let me know down below if you have any of these goodies. Do you have different opinions than me? Let me know down below. And then this is going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.